Boom is a happy dog and he loves coming to the vet hospital. He had a big leg surgery done in the past. He had a TPLO done, and despite all that, as you can see, he's really happy to come. He knows the procedures. He's getting rewarded every time he comes here, and he's certainly getting lots of love and attention. All of his nail trims have gone really well for him. We never go to the quick. We never cut them too short. And that way we're able to maintain his nails in really good condition, especially because he had a leg surgery. We want to make sure his load on all 4 feet are really good. So he comes in, he gets his reward, and it's always a happy event. We love seeing Boone. Halo, what a good girl. So Halo came from First Nation communities there, so you adopted her when she was just a little puppy, 4 or 5 weeks old. So the main thing when we do nail trims here, I mean, and we see so many dogs that are big, we need certainly a gentle restraint, but it has to be a proper restraint. It has to be safe for people and it has to be safe for the dog. So at the same time, when we think about safety for them and good for them, we have to make sure some dogs, especially as they get older, they have an issue with load. They have arthritis, they have painful rear end. So we have to be careful how we're moving those limbs for them to make it comfortable. The other thing is people say like Halo has black nails, and people ask, well, how do you know where to cut? I actually don't know at all. I don't know more than anybody else. But a point to remember is, to me, when we were doing nail trim, it's about whittling and whittling and whittling. It's like we just take little sliver, and we saw that on the video with Boone. It's just we take little cuts, and usually it's 2 or 3 cuts until we see the little black dot in the center. When we have big dogs, obviously we use the big ones, and then because she's quite a dainty little girl, then we use these trimmers. I always like to start in the back because I always feel more confident with our back legs, and then slowly move to the front end. So we just take a little bit at a time, and we're just going to take little pieces at a time. And that's actually, we're already there. So you're doing a great job. She's really exercising with these nails, huh? And yeah, we can see there's a little black dot. And that means we cannot go any shorter on those nails. And then we just keep going on all 4 nails. I finish with the front, and by then they should be relaxed and not at all concerned about us. And of course, we don't want to squeeze too hard on the pad because it is ticklish for them, right? And that's what we keep doing, little cuts in there. So there's certainly some issues with dogs and doing nail trim. Some dogs have had really bad experiences in the past. If they were in groomer's table and tied up and whoops, they fell over during a nail trim. The things may have happened in the past, and they're very leery of getting their nails trimmed again. And the idea, our responsibility is to make sure that it is done painlessly for them. So that's certainly a first consideration. The other one I touch on that is that both of us have to be safe. The dog has to be safe and we have to be safe. And we just have to keep rebuilding their confidence about having a nail trim and being happy about it. So the 3 points to remember is nail trim is not, we get to a nail, especially when it's dark, and cut wherever we think. And also because of the load, like for example in the front paw, the middle toes are more weight bearing than the outside. So those will wear down a little faster. The back nails are usually a bit shorter than the front nail. So it's not like once we figured it out on one nail, it's the same all across. So the idea is that we need to whittle, whittle, whittle. We need to think about the load. So every paw is different and every nail is different. And we just want to make sure we find what's comfortable for the dog, the way to be handled. And in general, minimal restraint is certainly the best way to go for them.